My son built this beautiful home climbing wall right here using build plans that I sell on Etsy. And if you want to build yourself a climbing wall but don't know exactly where to start, check out those build plans. Now, a problem with this climbing wall, besides the fact that it's outside, is that I don't have the time to focus on setting and resetting the routes on here. I'm gone a lot, I'm working a lot, and frustrations of life. And I know that I'm not alone on that, so I'm going to take some time today to set a spray wall. And I'm going to show you some of the techniques that I want to do on this spray wall so you can set your own spray wall and have the benefits of having a home climbing wall spray wall. Now, before we actually get into all that you just saw, we're going to talk about some of the tools. You got to have something to put those bolts into the wall. I am getting eaten up by ants and mosquitoes. Get away. Get away. One of the tools that I love to use while setting is going to be this little guy right here. That is a beautiful piece of hardware. I love it. Look, you see that? Oh, yeah. So, and as much as I love this, I actually don't know if I would recommend it because you've got to be really handy with tools and understand and be able to feel what it's doing in those threads, because you can really easily mess up your T-nuts and bolts using an impact driver with a bit like this. I mean, the bit really isn't what it is that messes it up. It's you misusing the impact driver and cross-threading. And let's back up. It's really easy to mess things up when you're using this. What I would recommend, though, even in conjunction with this, is a good T-handle. Get the size that's appropriate for the bolts that you're using. If you're using the standard American English size bolts that we do here in the US, you're going to need a 5/16 T-handle Allen wrench. If you're in a place where you're using metric bolts, I think it's going to be an 8mm, but I really don't know. If you know for sure what that size is, please comment down below. This is essential for taking holds on and off of your climbing wall. Now, because this is an outdoor climbing wall, these T-nuts can get really messed up. They can get built up with rust and gunk and other things that we want to clean out before we put a new bolt in one of those T-nuts. So what we have is this. This is a bore brush. Let me get up here so you can see it. So we have this really cool bore brush. This is for a .357 caliber handgun, and it works perfect for the T-nuts. If you don't know where to get these, I'll try to have a link down in the description below so you can get your own bore brush. Normally, the bolts that you're going to be using on a climbing wall is black oxidized bolts like this guy right here. See that? But what we want to use is zinc plated. I don't like to use stainless steel bolts on climbing walls because it's a little bit softer material and they can mar up a lot easier. So a zinc plated bolt is going to work just fine, and they're going to be a little bit cheaper usually. Yeah. Now let's talk about climbing holds. These climbing holds are just some old climbing holds that I've had sitting around. They've been stored outdoors because I don't have a place indoors to store them. It's a really unfortunate thing, and one that I am hoping to correct because we are going to be actually moving in a month or two. Yes! And I'm going to have a shop to work in finally. After 2 years, actually more like 3 years, I'm going to have a shop to work in, and I'm so excited. Yes! Thank you! Oh, okay. Climbing holds are really important for a spray wall, but it doesn't need to be anything fancy. The things that you want to have is a good variety of holds. You want to have a good variety of buckets, jugs, crimps, edges, pinches, slopers, a good variety. And as we're setting this wall, we're going to section it off. So we're going to have sections of the wall. The bottom section is going to go all the way across, and we can put just footholds on that. We don't need to put anything big like this big hold down there that we're going to take off here in a minute. So the bottom can be all footholds, and you do want to have a variety of footholds. Don't go super skimpy on the footholds. Make sure that you put some beginner-friendly feet in there as well so they can ramp up to good footwork. Out of every other section, you're going to want to have a variety of all the different types of holds in each section. And that way you can set routes as you go using this really cool app called Crux. One other tool that you're going to need, depending on your height of climbing wall, you might need a ladder. For this one, it's 10 feet tall. We're going to need a little bit of a ladder to get this set. So those are the techniques that you're going to want to have. I'm going to move some of these holds around again, and we'll get back after we've got this all set up. It's been a blast. Now, I have to admit that when I was using this app for the first time, it was really hard because I was trying to use it and learn it for the first time through my camera lens. Uh-oh. Wasn't a good idea. So after I played around with it, it's actually really easy. You take that picture of your wall, AI scans it, and it selects the holds for you, and then you just go, boom, I want this hold, this hold, this hold, this hold. I did notice, however, that there's some shaded areas and some different paint schemes that messes it up quite a bit. And then this big roid hold over here, it thinks that there's like 100 different holds in there. So I wish that there was a way that you could like edit the hold selection that AI gives so you could kind of correct those issues. That would be fantastic. I didn't see that it exists now, but it may in the future. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in here and start climbing. So I've got my wall pulled up on my phone. I'm going to select the climbs. Let's do all of them. So you got to look at it. So here's my 2 start holds. I go there, and I go there, and then the finish. The whole point of this climb is to simulate an overhang. It's buggy. So I don't want to flag like normally I would flag down there. Woohoo! That was fun. Log repeat. Reese's climb. It's a V0. Let's do it. She's awesome. Yay! Oh, sad. I just busted a hold. And this was a glow-in-the-dark hold, too. Oh well. I heard it crack underneath my foot. Log repeat. Roid it right. This is undone. I think it's going to be pretty difficult, but I don't know. It's so much easier with shoes, guys. Oh yeah. This is going down. And that's definitely not a V3. I thought it would be a lot harder than that. Mark as send. Give it 3 stars. Okay, but then I need to edit it because it is not a V3. I don't even know if it's a V2. I'm gonna say it's a V1. Safe climb. Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens is gonna be a fun one, I think. This is gonna be Slim Pickens for sure. To start out, come on, baby, come on. Oh, this is not the same hold this way, but it'll put me directly under it. I don't know why I was thinking the other way to begin with. Ooh. I do not have the strength to hold on to that crimp right now. Dad life. So I'll set my hands up perfect. Oh. Ow. Oh. Woo. That's gonna be a good one. I'll get it eventually, but I don't think I'm gonna get it today. Slim Pickens is a no send. Let's go to the Ring of Fire. Start and finish, same hold. Now the Ring of Fire is an easy kind of a circuit, just workout. And basically it's open feet. It follows a circle of jugs. This one. That one. Back to here. Touch. Woo! Oh, that's pretty stinking good, I'd say. Coming down. Not done yet, because I gotta end. Oh yeah! That got me going. If I come out here and do that, that's gonna be great. Fantastic session. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I'll see you next time on Climber Dad. Woo! Oh, that was great. Now back to reality.